Okay, so I'm in the MOZA Pit house. We are on the PC here. So I'm going to turn on the steering wheel and everything, and hopefully it all syncs up again. As I am in a beta, because this isn't actually released as of making this video. We'll get into them questions later, which will be the release date and the price. But hopefully by the time this actually comes out, it may be already released. But we're going to turn it on now. As you can see, it's got the nice RGB lighting, the pink. Okay, and now it is connected, and as you can see on dashboards here, this is the new layout. So before, it just had a couple of dashboards that you could slide through and choose between presets, where now it's got this almighty craze of different buttons, different things. So dashboard settings, you've got brightness. You can obviously turn it up and down. As you can see, it going up and down when I'm doing all that. So if you don't want it too bright in your face, turn it down. So you do have a couple of different variants already in the dashboard location, and a couple already being created that you can click and use. And now a cool thing about these as well is you can customize the ones that are already preset. So I did this one here. This did have 2 pages. I clicked on the little edit button, as you just saw me click, and it comes up with this. Now this is where it gets confusing. So everything here is a separate file. So we've got here, the map alone is completely different to the background image. Then you've got yourself a background image there, but then you've got the timer there, and then some text there. So it's all very much confusion. Okay, and it's a lot of settings to go through. So this is definitely going to be the place where a lot of people play around, you know, learn new things, learn that they can add random images onto a screen and just create absolute mayhem. So you can add more than one screen, so you can click here and add screen 2. And let's say if I add a dial in the middle, right in the center there, and then go into file and save. Once I've saved that, I can now go over and choose this dashboard, which will come up on my screen. Now obviously I don't have a map or anything playing in the background, so it won't show the map, but if I scroll to the right, it brings up the new screen that I've just created. So it's very simple to do when you understand what you can add. So as you can see on this dashboard here, there's a lot going on, but if I go into edit, it simplifies it just slightly, you know. So basically what we've got is just all of these here on this side are text files, and then these down here are the actual add-ons that are already plugged into the software. So you go on here and you can go to dial gauge, linear gauge, circular gauge. You go to here, you've got engine with fuel pressure, fuel temperature, water temperature, and so on. Lap time, you've got tire pressures, tire temperatures, tire wear, and then fuel, which is obviously these. You've got fuel capacity, remaining fuel, remaining laps, and liters per lap. So which is good because it allows you to then understand how much you need to refill every time you play a certain map, how many times you need to go around the lap before having to refill. So it does help you in them stages. But like I said, this is a preset screen, so I can still edit it. So if I go onto screen 2 and say I didn't want this on my second screen, I wanted the map, I wanted, you know, the tire pressures that are there. I don't know how well this integrates with other games, so whether it's Truck Simulator, Dirt Rally, and things like that, I haven't tested that. I've just tested Assetto Corsa because that's like the main one that everyone plays. Let's go over to some of the other settings that you can have on here. So you've got the RPM LEDs, as you can see, are the purple ones on the top here. So when I turn them all the way or turn them off, you can change them for different reasons, and you can also change the colors. Now I've got mine from green, orange, and red. It'll go green to sort of purple. It won't actually do the green, orange, red. Again, I think that depends on what game you're playing and so on. Then here is the LEDs on the side. You can't change the brightness of them, but you can turn them on and off, and also change individual colors. So if I wanted white flag on, green flag on, blue flag, yellow flag, and red flag. The rest of the stuff I personally wouldn't put on, like wheel spin. I don't need to know if my traction is not working enough. Pit lane, pit limiter, things like that. You have buttons for those on the steering wheel to enable that, so you don't really need to be told that you're in pit limiter. When it comes to the flags, sometimes I can rarely see the guy on the corner flapping away, or even when it says it in my ears and says green, green, green. Sometimes I'm completely oblivious. I'm just, you know, enjoying the map. I'm in my zone, just driving around, and then next thing you know, there's a yellow flag, and I've completely missed it, and I've got a warning or a penalty or whatever it is. So to have them flashing in my face is a absolute bonus. Now moving over to the actual dashboard pit house is where people will be able to create their own and upload them. So dashboard management, as you can say here, you can reset all your dashboards back to original. So if I change any of the dashboards in the pit house here, I can go into dash management and reset them. But like I've changed this one here on the official dashboards in the device, I can reset that and it will take it back to standard, where it hopefully should go back to original. If I click it again now, there'll be this page here and also the front page, which has stuff like fuel percentage, speed, position, laps left, RPM, fuel temp, all of that good stuff on the screen there, as you can see. So that's all now set back to original. And the cool thing about this is what you can do is even just click these, just hit delete, go over to screen 1. So say you see something on here that actually you think I could do with this, like my best lap. Let's go with, your best lap. You can control X to cut this and then control V to paste it, and the whole thing will come with it. And then boom, you plant it in there. Now you have a screen that's dedicated to your best lap, the map, and so on. They've thought about all these features within this software. It's just very confusing when it comes to a blank canvas. So at the top right here, you've got new, click that and it will open up just a absolute blank canvas. You can name it, let's call it test for now. And now that is it. I'm in my own dashboard. And now what I can do here is click image and it will open up this blank sort of box here. Don't get alarmed, you can select an image. They do actually provide you with some of their own custom images like you've seen in some of the other dashboards, but you can add your own images. You just have to drag and drop them into this folder here. But here is where you can select your colorways. You can stretch them and do all you want and then add certain things. So say I've got the red here and I wanted this to be my current lap time. I whack the current lap time in there. Can make this bigger by using all of this selection down here. There's a crazy amount of stuff to learn with this, but once you've got it, I think you could really create an amazing dashboard. And then say you need to know what that says. Click the text button here. It brings up some text. Lap time there, drag that out, and then you have now got a new little lap time dashboard. Go absolutely crazy with it. Now, once you've done this, all you have to do is click file and save. And then it will save it as your username that you've saved it to, and you'll find it within the dashboard in Pithouse. Now what you can do is actually take this and export this file and upload it to their Discord. You could upload it to a website, forum, whatever you want to do, and then someone else can download it, add it in by clicking import, and then you just click upload dashboard. Once you've uploaded the dashboard, it will come into your actual device's dashboard, and then when you click it, it will appear on the screen. Now that's how simple it is. It's just the actual initial building of said dashboard. So I'm excited to see what people are going to create. Definitely going to give my best shot at making some, because I feel like there's some things on there for new beginners that I really think would benefit. So drifting, rally, GT, Formula 1, and so on. And I think that's where this is now going to take over the market, is the fact that so many people can create their own style, their own unique dashboards, and so forth. Now the amazing thing about this as well, you can do this mid-game. You don't have to go into the MOZA Pit software to change the dashboard. You can literally just swipe up and it will change to a new screen. And obviously when you're racing, just give it some time, just swipe up, let it load up some stuff, and then it will come back and give you all your information. You can swipe it then and swipe again and swipe again. Now, it's not always going to be perfect, don't get me wrong, because you're trying to upload data to it while it's trying to download data. It's going to get confused, so give it some time when you do change it. It's not instantly, but it is very, very quick. And when it comes down to actually putting all the inputs in game, it is very responsive and it is very low latency.